concessional. The rates are very low. It's not like getting a commercial loan. So it's not something you should always worry about. It's like when government gives you like the cherry advance that we are giving out to coffee farmers at 3%. It's almost like giving you money and telling you just pay us a cost for handling the money. Tunaelewana? So I don't know why we should be worried. And there is no country that has developed without loans. There isn't. In fact, if you look at some of the countries that are so developed, you'll be surprised the percentage of their loans that they are servicing. So part of generating resources to grow an economy is accessing affordable credit to transform lives so that people can be able also to generate more revenue from taxes to pay the loans. If you don't, then you have a burden, and double burden. You have poverty, then you can't even service the ones you have. So really, it's nothing wrong with loans, especially concessional loans. And our government has been moving now, moving away from commercial loans to a healthy situation where you target long-term concessional loans and then reduce the burden on other loans that may give us problems. And I know that is the policy. If you listen to Treasury, they already give you the direction they are taking in terms of reducing domestic borrowing and also expensive loans to concentrating on concessional long-term borrowing and very minimum domestic borrowing. So PS, you can also say something. You can
yes, it is true. Remember this money. This money. It's money targeting the development of a very important natural resource. A natural resource which we have not utilized at all since independence. And we think that if this money is put in the right use, we're going to see marine fisheries becoming a major contributor to not only the growth of Kenya's economy, but also the economy of the local people. And this is where the power of this rests, in the sense that it is targeting the development of a natural resource, our marine fisheries, that have not been developed over the years, together with very many other things. I think what you need to picture in your mind is that in as much as we are talking about blue economy, one of the most important keyhole to entering into developing blue economy is entering through fisheries, because fisheries is sustainable. It is here today, it will be there tomorrow, provided that the governance, the management system is prudent. And that's what we want to do. So yes, it's a loan, but one of those loans that is targeting an area of growth for this country. Not only in the natural resource itself. Remember, we said we are going into farming fish in the sea for the first time. And you'll be told that the projections in the world are that moving forward, new fish is not going to come from natural fish. It's going to come from farmed systems. And you can see, therefore, this money is going to be invested in the right way. That's why we involved all the 5 counties, so nobody is left behind moving forward. This is an area of growth moving forward. In terms of the other land, aquaculture, which, as you recall, we started during the economic stimulus program, a program that was very successful, a program that grew fish productivity from aquaculture from a meager 2,000 metric tons per year to well over 70,000 metric tons per year in less than 4 years. That program is now devolved to the counties, and money was devolved to the counties. I think CS moving forward, we need to see that counties are putting 14 million Kenya shillings specifically for aquaculture to every sub-county in the counties that were participating. I think working with the counties and working with the Treasury and the Council of Governors, we should be able to do this, because if we don't invest this money in the counties, what will happen is that we are going to have a project. The project will be very vibrant during the days that is active. But remember, projects have a time frame. So we need to put our own resources in it so that it grows. The intention, of course, was to grow it everywhere, in schools and so on. But right now what we have is ask government to put 15 billion Kenya shillings to commercialize aquaculture in 15 counties that have the highest potential from our aquaculture suitability assessment of the country. And we think the 15 counties, which are spread all over Kenya, once aquaculture is commercialized, their nearest neighbor effect is also going to commercialize aquaculture in very many other counties moving forward. And why we are doing this is precisely that future fish will come from farmed systems. We should not forget this. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, because of some other meetings we have. Yes. So where are the others who are signing? You have signed? They have signed, yeah. You have signed the copy. Who is the next? No, he will be the last. He has signed. Who is next? That's what I got. Yes, what I think, let's complete one. Yeah. You are also a witness.
Yes, we are witnessing.
We are a witness. We sign. Yes.
Let's do two ceremoniously so that you can release the CS. We send the others. The PS will countersign. Yeah.
We are going to regulate fish. The part of this project is to train people to have skills and alternative livelihoods. We have already explained in the meeting, so that you don't have to have too much pressure to fish, to do only fishing for livelihood. You have other things you do, like we have said, we want to promote farming, marine aquaculture in the coast, where there is also potential for other activities, so that you have controlled fishing, but you can't control it by only using the law. The problem we have is we think if we send Coasting Guard and people to arrest fishers and all that, then we said we are now controlling. Controlling is the most sustainable way to control, is provide alternative livelihoods, give the equipment, the right equipment, so that you are able to fish what you are targeting, so that you don't do fishing even young fish. So it's a training and the skills. Let people get employed, like we have all those the big vessels that are fishing, that are not that have been licensed, but you find very few Kenyans employed there. We are saying train the young people so that they serve in those vessels, being chefs, being providing the skills that are required there. So it's an entire ecosystem. It's not just enforcement. Enforcement now becomes part of it. When you have put the right skills, you have provided education, you have provided alternative livelihoods, then now you start now enforcing. Tunaelewana? And that's part of this project. So please, let's allow me to just conclude this thing so that we don't interrupt. And we also don't want to talk too much about it. Then the launch becomes.
We could have the DG, please sign the chair. You come, you sign, and the.
We are not launching the project. We will come to it in June. I'm just leaving you.
Let's go
to the signing of. Some people who are not seen somewhere. It's the same people you target, the same population in Lam, the same population in Kilifi. So it's a question of how do we work together to synergize and get best results from our work and best benefit for the people to whom we have committed ourselves to serve. So thank you very much. PS, sasa tuende mbele. Tena maswali wakati wa kulaunch project. Sawa basi, uliza.
Is the money alone or grant from the World Bank? And also wanted to ask him, but there was this program that the government was to construct a fish pond in every primary school across the country. How far is the program?
Yes, Jim. Because the World Bank gives loans and grants, and the loans have restriction is not necessary between the counties and the national government. After all, we are serving the same people. I don't think the national government is targeting.
If you have signed, the next CEC or CO to just sign because they're all the same. Because we want to take a photo with the minister. I see he wants to get to go. The next.
Mombasa. Ilitoa message. Hizo zimepatikana sasa.
Another citizen next to the minister to sign, because you know this one we must go show. Yeah, the counties have to see what they say.
Ishoy.
Asanteni sana, nashukuru sana. Muende vyema, baki vyema, msalimiane huko. Looking forward kukutana nanyi mwezi wa 6 ama 7 kwa majaliwa ya Mwenyezi Mungu.
Okay, asanteni sana. God bless you.